Tarantino? Thought you'd never show up.
Funny, but you were just early, and I hate Tarantino. Here. Now we'll have to work with just a few hours of tape, but I think we'll make it.
Did you steal these too? Oh, sorry.
Come on.
Hey, Hart, don't you think it's kind of busy out here?
And?
And maybe all these people get all nosy or in the way.
Well, that's too bad. This is real life. You deal with it as it comes. I've learned that part. How's it look? Better enough. Yeah. Good. Turn those on. Can't waste time. Here, see? Here. Record's right here on top. Okay? You watching?
Yeah.
Good. Here's the focus.
Don't these focus on their own?
Yeah, but not for this. Professionals do it all for themselves. Here's the zoom, and that's it. That's all you need to know for this. Now shoot. Now you must remember, boys, that this is very personal. That means you need to focus on my emotions, my character, and my message.
Hart, I think we got the message part down, but emotions, character?
In due time, boys. Due time.
Damn, that chick's hot.
Okay, ready? No, not like that. Joe, you gotta stand here and get a medium shot. Okay. Something to establish where I'm at, but still catch my features. And Bond, you're here, right up front, but out of Joe's picture, so you can get my close-up, all right? Now, I'm gonna be talking directly into your camera, so you'll have to keep steady. Ready? This may seem strange coming like this, but please hear me out. Now, I don't know when or if you'll ever see this, but I think I deserve this time. I guess what I'm trying to say is, this is me. This is the person I'm so sorry you're having to live without right now. And these are all the hopes and wishes and dreams I have for you, my darling. And I hope more than anything that you learn to forgive me, even if you remain angry. I love you. I love you more than words can express. But I'll try to use the ones I have to show you my heart. And cut. Great job, guys. This may just work. You got all that, right? Good. That'll save us a second take. Oh, and keep filming. One on the side, one in back.
Why do we need all this footage? I mean, all this walking around, setting up? What's it matter?
It's filler, my boy. Adds variation. Helps the editing process. I really wanted to see me, you know, to get me, even in ordinary situations.
You think you'll be able to do that in a day?
That's the plan. Cameras up.
What?
Speed.
What the hell is he talking about?
Push record. Okay. And action. Well, that's it. I can only hope that you know me a little better now and that you understand where you fit into my life. I will be back for you, I swear. And everything I did for you. I never thought of myself. Yes, I messed up, but I can't change the past. But I will make your future amazing, just as soon as I can. I love you. I do. And no matter what you might hear, nothing will ever change that love. I know we'll meet soon. I just know it. But until then, keep faith, have hope, and love with all your heart. And cut.
Don't question, maybe. But is that it? Right.
Well, we finished all the plaza stuff, so we don't need a second take. We just ran out of time. But that's the magic of editing. You guys still filming?
Yeah.
Well, you can stop. Change the location. Besides, I think we got enough to be walking for now.
See what I don't get is if marriage is so great, you're so happy with your woman, why do you always find time to mess with me and Hart? Get that, Hart?
It's principle, Bon. We've been like forever. Tres amigos. The wife's the wife, and you're the boys. There lies some sanctity in history.
I don't know. Cheers, brother. I thought we were making a video. What's with all the writing?
I can't just come up with this stuff off the top of my head, okay? I mean, she deserves quality, and here I am rushing through a single day of filming. Talk about poor planning.
Yeah, but whose fault is that? Sorry.
Okay, we're just gonna have to go with it. I can't waste time.
How do you want us to shoot this one, boss?
Let's see. Joe, you stay here. I'll talk into yours. And you, Bond, you go over there a little ways off and film back at us. Kind of Joe shooting me, you know, in the whole room. Something different. Okay, roll cameras.
Steve.
And action. Now, I know I don't have the time to tell you about my entire life, so I'll just give you the highlights. I was born on October 1st, 1967, to Nina and Daniel Hart. My father passed away last year, but my mother is alive and well. I went from kindergarten through high school and even studied film right here in Santa Fe. I guess you could say my entire life was taking place in this city, and, well, I really wouldn't have it any other way. Anyways, after college, I started working odd jobs at KTNM, a local television station, and eventually became producer on a show called Vida Verdad. But let me go back for a second. I haven't even told you how I met your mother. Now that's an entirely different story.
It sure is.
Mom, what are you doing here?
Vaughn told me about your little video and where I could find you. Joe, take that camera out of my face.
Right away, Mrs. Hart.
What exactly are you trying to do with this, Hart? You're leaving tomorrow.
Well, that's exactly it, Mom. I mean, I may have made my mistakes, but I'm not going to miss out on making things right. I deserve that, and I owe her that much.
What you owed her was not getting into this mess in the first place. How's this going to make it right? You're always going off making up silly stories, scheming or something crazy, and look where it gets you.
Excuse me.
Have you heard what Karen is saying?
Of course I have. She's just upset.
And she should be. But don't doubt her, Hart. A woman in her position will do just about anything to protect her child, even if it means cutting off the father. You won't be around, and she has just about had enough.
Well, what am I supposed to do, Mom? I mean, I can't just very well not show up to jail tomorrow. I'm already in enough trouble.
Trouble that should have never happened if you'd only had a little faith in God and told the truth. What have I always told you, Hart?
Treat other people the way you want to be treated.
And
The truth will set you free.
do you think it pleases me to see my only son Go away for silly crimes? Crimes that could have been avoided had he used some common sense?
No.
And do you think I should be punished by losing my only grandchild over something that you did?
No.
And do you think I want...
No.
Well, then make it right, son. Tell Karen you're sorry and mean it. Take responsibility. Slow down. Everyone makes mistakes. Oh, but you have a long way to go to make up for what you did.
But I had a reason
No
to do.
buts, Hart. Just make it right. Now, Buzz will come along shortly, and I want you to be honest with him and let him help you.
How does Buzz know where I am?
Oh, well, you didn't think I was just going to let you waste your last free day without trying to make things better for you, did you? Just let him help you, please, okay? He knows what he's doing.
What now?
Some people believe that love at first sight doesn't exist. But your mother and I are living proof that they're wrong. I met your mother right here a little over 5 years ago. Talk about tourists. We usually complain about them and await the day they all return home. But your mom was a totally different story. I was in this restaurant filming when I saw her across the room. No one has ever caught my eye like she did. The memory's crystal clear. I was speechless, lost senses, and thoughts, and everything. I must have looked ridiculous, but she smiled right back at me. And, of course, practically melted. Talk about timing, though. She was supposed to leave the next day, but after sharing an incredible evening with me, she simply left her family and home and moved out here to this land of enchantment. We'd been trying to have you for the past 5 years, and now that you're coming, I couldn't be happier. Cut. You guys take a quick break. According to my mother, Buzz is on his way, so I better prepare for that.
Nice. I knew Buzz was coming. Good times.
I know you don't want to see me, but this isn't a game. I want to see you. I need to see you. Please? Just one more time before. Just one more time. Bye.
May I?
How's it feeling, my friend?
You know me. I can't make it unless it's staged.
Now, why do you have to say that? This is pretty serious.
Well, what else can I do? May as well just give up.
Because you're not a quitter. That's one thing I know. There you go. Now, more about your case. We have more to talk about.
I knew it. We can appeal, right? I mean, that'll cut my sentence down in half, maybe. I'll be out before she's
It's
even...
not that, Hart. With good behavior, you can cut your sentence down a bit. But we really...
A bit? A bit? What difference is a bit gonna make on 15 years, Buzz? 15 years.
Hey, it's something. You did what you did, and there's only so much I can do for you.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Come on. I may be your attorney now, but I was your friend first. It kills me I can't help more.
I know. It's not your fault. And I'm grateful for everything you've done. I just wish things were more certain, you know? Karen's saying all these crazy things, and all I care about is, well, you know.
Well, unfortunately, you don't have too much control right now. You two aren't married.
But that's never mattered. She's just upset.
You're going to jail.
Yeah, but I'll be out soon. I mean, I'll find a way.
And
what?
Karen's already taking measures to make sure you lose your control when you do get out.
She didn't.
Unfortunately, she's also been my client for the past 5 years. I told her it was a conflict of interest and that she should find other representation, but she still said it.
What'd she say?
In a nutshell, full custody. But it's more than that. She's moving back to New York.
That's just a threat. She's just upset.
She's asked that her files be transferred to her family attorney back home. There's little I can do now.
But, I mean, can we...
Now, legally, we do have some options. We have to get started immediately.
I can't lose her, okay? I just can't.
Even if Karen hasn't taken
I
action.
can't lose my daughter. Not after all this time. Not after all that trying. Everything I did for her. Everything I'm in trouble for. I did it all for her. And you know that. Why can't anyone just have a little compassion? And see my good intentions, you know? Why can't they just see the real me?
Because the world's just not like that sometimes.
Well, fuck the world, okay? I mean, I'll do it myself. Now, if you don't mind, time's fleeting, so please leave me to my filming.
Heart?
It's the least I can do, Buzz. It's me, as usual. Please meet me. You know where I am. The spot. Just one last time. I just want to... I'm sorry. Let's make things right, please. I'll be here. Okay, guys, last shot. We just ran out of time. You guys did a good job today, really. Thanks.
Hey, anything for you, brother. Sanctity.
Okay, so I don't know what I'm gonna say here, so we may need more than one take.
It's okay, boss. We'll make it work.
Very impressed. But I think this time we'll try something a little different.
Ah, I forgot the mic.
Don't even worry about it. Joe, you'll get my close-up, eye to eye. And you, my friend, I know you like to move around. I haven't given you much chance of that, have I? Hey, it's your show. Wander around the grounds and get some shots. We'll splice it in nicely in the end, make it artistic. Oh, and Vaughn, try to keep the hot chicks to a minimum. I think we got enough of that in the plaza. Okay, let's go. Cameras up. And action. Our favorite place, your mother and I, or one of the most beautiful places your mother and I used to come to, was right here at the cut.
And it's okay, man. Take your time.
Okay, ready? And action. Your mother and I used to come to this place when we wanted to reflect or just marvel at how beautiful life. Cut. I don't know if I can do this, man.
Sure you can. And don't hold back. Let it flow. Hey, if you can get this much out of us today, then this should be a snap. Relax. And do it.
Okay. Action. I always hoped to marry your mother in this cathedral. There's something about growing up in this church that sets it apart. For so much of my life, it served to bring people together, to unite us in celebrating life, and, what's more, to unite us in celebrating each other. There's something good about being part of a family, and that's all I ever wanted with your mother. To spend my life by her side and raise our children. To raise you. As I've come to learn, life always doesn't work out like you hoped. But that doesn't mean you should give up. We all make mistakes in life, but the most important thing to remember is that no matter what, you can be forgiven as long as you're willing to accept your mistakes, humble your heart, and try again. I think I finally learned that.
Cut.
I hear you're leaving.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I'm sorry.
We've been through this about 100 times. Sorry's not gonna cut it.
I'm sorry for not marrying you.
What are you saying?
I'm sorry for not making you my wife when I could have. I'm sorry for not starting our family.
So this is about custody.
No,
Well,
no,
let me-
that's not it. I'm sorry I was scared for not letting you in. You deserve more.
Well, thank you. I guess. Can you please put that camera down? Why did you do it, Art? Why did you let it happen? Why didn't we ever get married? Why did you make up all those stories? Why did you steal all that money?
I told you already. I did it for you. I did it for...
Yeah. Don't tell me. Tell it to Mia. She deserves to know the truth, doesn't she? Camera. Speed. Action.
When your mother and I first met, I was worried that I'd never be the right man for her. I mean, sure, she wasn't concerned with what I did for a living or what I could give her, but I wasn't convinced. I always worried that your big city mother would tire of me as soon as she realized I was just a guy from some dirt poor family in the middle of the desert. I always worried about having a child and not being able to provide for them. Not being able to take them places or even let them go out of state for college. I worried about worrying, and it got the worst of me. I never asked your mother to marry me, even though I talked about it, because I was scared of losing her. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have always loved your mother with all of my heart. I just haven't always taken her best interests into account. I mean, almost as soon as we got together, your mother and I, we began trying to have a child. And at that same time, I began embezzling began stealing money from my job without your mother knowing. I thought the money would help us when the baby came. And as long as nobody found out, that made it all right in my eyes. And then your mother had a miscarriage. And we lost the baby. It crushed her, and it nearly killed me. But we tried again and again, and the money just kept adding up and up. After the third miscarriage, we were going to quit, but we decided to give it one last try. On March 8th, 2003, your mother entered St. Vincent's Hospital to give birth to a baby boy. 12 hours later, the baby... Your mother lost too much blood during labor, and we lost him. I can't believe we ever stopped crying. Your mother and I came to this cathedral and prayed for God to lead us in the right direction. And we made a promise that day to continue to love each other and never give up. And for one moment, we were relieved.
Hart, you don't have to do this anymore.
I want to, please. At about that same time, I became producer of my show, Vida Verdad. Ratings were slipping, and I was determined to save it. So I helped make up these really sensational stories, and we used them. Ratings started to climb. I even got a raise, but that's not the point. Reality hit about a year ago, when a local politician killed his wife, her parents, and another couple at a dinner party because he thought his wife was cheating on him. Why? Because we aired a segment on our show that said so. During the investigation, our role became clear and I was brought in. That's when your mother became pregnant with you.
I don't want to hear this, Hart. I just can't.
I have to, Karen. I have to let her know. The truth will set you free. As the investigation unfolded, they started investigating, every aspect of my life. They interviewed your mother and your grandparents, and they reviewed my work history, which of course led them to the money. That pretty much sealed my fate. Starting tomorrow, I have 15 long years to think about what I did. And I know I messed up. But I can't change the past. I just want you to understand why I'm here and why this video exists in the first place. If it was up to me, I'd never film a single thing for you. But then again, I can't have my way.
This doesn't change anything, Hart.
I know.
Going to New York as soon as the baby's born. You can't stop me.
I know.
I'm seriously considering not allowing you to ever see. You've never doubted me. I loved you just the way you were. If things had been different, we'd never be in this mess.
Yeah, but we'd never be in this mess either.
I'm leaving for New York as soon as I can. I wanted to let you know to your face. So you wouldn't be surprised, you know? If nothing else. Maybe this teaches you to have a little faith. Believe in yourself. I always did.
I think I'm gonna need another ending. Well, as I've learned again today, things don't always turn out like you hope. Thanks for editing. Or if it wasn't for editing, you know that this wasn't my first choice for an ending, but it works. As I said before, I love you and your mother very much. And what I did out of shame. And I'm sorry for being so selfish. May you remember that you're perfect just the way you are. And as long as you keep faith, have hope, and love with all your heart, everything will turn out fine. So, this is the part where I'm supposed to fade out, but I don't really like that ending. So, well, yeah.